Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hedgen Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. All right, so this wedge overnight played out, and the lower trend line, and so far, what looks to be maybe an ABC three-wave pattern. Now, I had here A, B, C for the D, and another A, B, C for the E. I have red ABC for the A, subwaves of B for here. And I'm thinking maybe for now, I will move these to this direction. And if we set this aside and go to the 30 minutes to get a more higher resolution look, we can see how this looks ABC. So we can label A, ABC, B, and maybe 5 waves down potentially, all the way down to C. We may even get another piercing, I think, which I had discussed. We could get multiple piercings, like a needle and a thread. It'll sew it up across. But this final blue C wave could look like this with the 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th wave is in progress. So this would have almost an extended fifth downward to that effect. Now the other count is we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in other words, if I do a different color in the red, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And B could potentially be here. So then we have A, B, C also coming down here as well. So that's one potential. The other variation will be C and B ends here. But I think it'll be more of a. So let's see if we do get this an additional bullwhip event. But one thing that is clear, this support must hold from any decisive breaching. We may get a few bars below again before it comes right back up. But if it stays down and goes further down, for instance, lower than the prior bullwhip low of 64.26, that's a different story. So that's about $400 or so below, down from where it is right now. If you look at it from a longer term perspective, the MACD is now curling down. And it may be doing the curling down event and one more up, and that one more. So this curling down event right now could bring it down one more time below the support, and then the rise could bring it back above the support. And you could almost be having a needle and thread type of bullwhip piercing events along the support line here. Now the W bottom event here on the line chart can still have from a line perspective. So bear in mind the bottom here is 60.85 and it touched it there. Now on the line chart we could have a lower low, maybe down to 62.64 on the line. So then we can have a lower event on price, lower low, but on the MACD we'll have a higher high. and the W would still stand for both. So that would be very interesting to see. Now also, there is a downward pointing wedge in the formation as well on the line chart. So we have A, B, C, D, E, and that one more lower low could be very interesting to have, and that one more lower low could be somewhere around 64.10 from the line charting perspective. So this could be labeled as A, B, C, D, and E. And that'll be really interesting to see. I know some have already gone full throttle bearish, some analysts, and I know some analysts have put in bottom targets that are maybe down to 1300 or what have you, and I'm sure those are valid. There are scenarios for that, but I haven't thrown in the towel yet. Even if we get a lower low, I think it fits to this W bottoming pretty well. Now this looks like a lower low bottom than I had shown before. Now I made it blue because they may be following the blue pathway potentially. Where is it? Here it is. Remember on this chart I wrote and I drew the white. We're still on the white scenario. But the alternate is this blue scenario where if that support breaks, we go to the 4800 level. And if that's the case, this thing is going to break down. The MACD will break downwards. And that'll be very interesting to see because for it to escape the contracting lines of the symmetrical triangle of the MACD and break downwards means there will be a certain burst of selling. And then the second yellow line, the long-term line of support, will come into play. And that could touch somewhere in early May. So the whole month of April, if the blue line comes into play, could be a down month. So that's important to have into the awareness. There will both be a W mode, double bottom, but each will play on a different support zone. All right, I hope this was helpful. Let's see how the rest of today goes. Let's see if we get another piercing. But we need to get this support to hold against any decisive piercings. Have a great day.